Hello everyone and welcome to Bantu Heritage. My name is Matema Dombo, the man behind Bantu Heritage. Today we are at the Royal Air Force Museum in Cosford in the West Midlands. We are showing you the yesteryears of the Royal Air Force, the machines they've used, the flying machines they've used over the years, and I hope we will be able to enjoy and see, because as I have always said, not many of us will have the privilege to be closer to these things. So Bantu Heritage brings you our heritage. As I have always said, our world, our heritage, our heritage, our world. The plane you are looking at the moment, but before I go into the plane itself, please, to those who have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. To those who have already subscribed, thank you very much for working with me. And please subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, share, strike the notification button so that whenever I upload new videos of our world heritage, you will be the first people to know. As I've always said, let's grow the channel together. The plane we are looking at the moment is a VC-10. This big machine has now been retired, and now it is now at Cosford at the Royal Air Force Museum. This VC-10 was put or delivered to the Royal Air Force in 1966. That's when it started service with the Royal Air Force. And it was in service for a good 48 years because it was retired in 2013. Its last flight was to Leicester, where it landed, and then it was dismantled and then carried by road, the dismantled parts carried by road here, and then it was reassembled. So it's now here, it's now retired, it has done its part. But you might need also to know that in 1966, that's when it was in service. But in 1996, that's when it was remodified to be a refueling tanker. Instead of planes like jet fighters going back to the ground to refuel, this big machine was the fuel tanker. It will be loaded with fuel, and then when they're in the battle, instead of jets or jet fighters going down to the ground to land, refuel, and come up again, they would simply go in the air, align with this machine in the air, and refuel. That was the modification done in 1996. So from 1996 to 2013, this was a refueling tanker. As you can see in front there, there's that nozzle. That was the nozzle, which was like now where the jets would come, align with that nozzle, and then refuel whilst they are in the air, because there was no time to waste for jets to go, land, take off again. When we are in battle, we need to be on top of the game. So this big machine was modified in 1996. That's when this nozzle was fixed. That's where they would then use to refuel other aircraft in the air. So this is the machine you are seeing over here. It would also carry passengers. That is soldiers who would be carried. It was also a passenger aircraft. It would carry the military personnel, the soldiers. They would board into this big machine and it would fly. If you can see on the wing there, it would also carry some missiles. This is a missile. which is here. It's not an engine. The engines are at the back, but this is one of the missiles this thing would carry, so that it would go to battle and drop this. And I can imagine how devastating this thing would cause on the ground. Quite big. The VC-10, 1966 to 2013. I'm under one of the wings, guys. You can see how I'm dwarfed. I'm under the wings. You can see the wingspan. Very big machine. Maybe not sure whether this was a missile or part of the engine, to be honest. Not sure. But as you can see, very big machine here. The landing gear over here. Just the size of the wheels can tell a story, because this thing was carrying fuel and also passengers. So on one side of the landing gear, 4 large tires, and on the other side there again, 4 large tires. As you can see, I'm standing, I'm not even stooping under its carriage. That's how big this machine is. I'm on the belly, and that's the landing gear, the front landing gear, 2 large wheels. The VC-10. It is unfortunate that we can't go in there. There's no public access. These are the engines. So this machine was powered by 4 engines. 2 on this side, those you can see, Rolls-Royce engines. And then on the other side, there are also 2 of similar size mounted on the other side. "50 years of VC-10 flying, 1962 to 2010. Because the 1966 I was telling you is when it was delivered to the Royal Air Force. But this plane was first put in service in 1962. "101 Squadron 95th anniversary. This is a big machine. I'm dwarfed, guys. That's the rudder there. If you live in the United Kingdom, make a date. If you still have got young kids, this will be a nice day out to visit Cosford Royal Air Force Museum. I understand there's another museum in London, but this one is in West Midlands in Cosford. So please make a date, visit, and see the heritage of the Royal Air Force. You can see the wingspan, how big this thing is. And to imagine that this thing would go in the air, it's marvelous. It's amazing. Yeah, this is a missile. I hope you have enjoyed seeing the VC-10. Well documented history. It has now done its part and it has been retired. The VC-10. That's the history there. The machine you are looking at ahead of me, there is no history written about it, but as you can see as well, some of you might have seen on televisions and these wars being fought. This is one of the big machines they use to carry military equipment. This thing can carry tankers, it can carry vehicles, military vehicles, so it can even carry cargo to war-torn zones. This is a very big thing, as you can see. 4 engines. And also it has a nozzle. This thing also could be refueled or could refuel in the air because it has a nozzle similar to the VC-10. Massive machine. So this is used. I'm not sure because there's no history about this or the summary of this particular aircraft. But being here, it is a very clear sign that it has done its part. It has also been retired. But what I understand from my knowledge about this type of aircraft is used to carry military equipment, especially tankers, military vehicles, or when they are sort of like carrying material or foodstuffs to war-torn places where they'll drop from the air. They would use such type of aircrafts. Another big machine here, which has been retired, which has done its part in the Royal Air Force, and now it's here. This should be another missile, I think, or I suppose. Not sure. very big machine. So that's the hatch at the back where they will use as a door to load stuff. This will be lowered and then it will open, and then vehicles will drive in or equipment will be loaded through this part. This thing will be lowered from there, and then this hatch does open. That's my understanding, what I've seen on televisions when they are loading military equipment. So this is the hatch they'll use to load. And this is the back where the radar is. Very big machine. Now retired after years of service. I hope you have enjoyed this video about the VC-10 and the other big carrier aircraft. Subscribe to the channel, strike the like button, and let's grow this channel together, guys. It's still growing and we need to grow so that we will be able to show you other good stuff. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode.